Hi guys, so today's video is going to be another show vlog. I'm actually filming this intro after the shows already went ahead, and there's actually no comments on my test sheet, so the voiceover is going to be a little bit different. I'm just going to talk through what I think and what I think I could do differently in things, because the judge literally wrote one comment, which I will tell you in the voiceover. But yeah, not really much. And even constructive criticism. I wasn't really a fan of this test sheet just because there was nothing for me to really work on. The percentage was way too high. She gave me 77%, which of course I'm thrilled with, but it's just way too high. It was not a 77% test. But yeah, enough of my rambling. It's going to be a very short intro for me because I'm trying to get better with this, guys. So yeah, enough of that. I'm going to do a little voiceover, a little bit different, let you know what I think, less of what the judge thinks because she didn't tell me what she thought. But yeah, let's go into the video. So to start things off, the only comment we got on this entire test was beautifully straight in our first centre line. That was literally it. It was quite straight, to be fair, but I don't know if it was worth an 8. Our test was full of 8s, 8.5s and a few 7s, but I don't know, I think the judge was being very generous, I have to say. I still have my issue with my reins being too long, as you can see, but I am getting a bit better. I did actually consciously shorten them at some point in this test, which I was really pleased with, and I was also quite pleased with this bit here. This is like a figure of 8. And I have kept my reins quite short, and he is still quite on the bit and quite together. We actually had a bit of a shorter warm-up this weekend as well, for no real reason, just we decided to leave a bit later. So we had a bit more engine in the back end, I'll say. He was a bit he had a bit more spring in his step, and the judge seemed to really like that. Obviously they all do. Last week he did have energy, like, don't get me wrong, he was still brilliant, but he was just more, there wasn't a lot of push from behind. Across our diagonal, you can see there, he actually tried to like fling into the medium trot, and I was like, whoa, don't do that, we're only doing a prelim, we definitely do not need a medium trot. And then canter straight away in the corner. Again, his transitions are still nice and sharp, which is great. We need to work going across the diagonal because every single time he always tries to go into this medium trot. I think it's just because of his owner. He's used to doing higher level tests, so he does expect to do a bit of medium or show off at some point, and I've brought him right back down the levels. But as you can see, my reins have started to get a bit long here. This is where I'm just more worried about remembering the test than actually riding. So you can see he's just not going as well as he was at the start. And we're actually kept it a bit more contained for that centre line, or not centre line, for that diagonal, but he wasn't really on the bit, and we know we could do better. Also, that transition wasn't very nice. I'd also like to thank that person in the trailer who stopped and didn't drive up the driveway, which I think is a great thing Higgins-Croft do. They ask the cars and trailers to stop and not continue up to the car park while someone's in the ring. So that was great. Obviously that would have set Moreno off if it did drive past, so I did really appreciate that because he was able to like hold it together. Oh god, I'm out of breath now. So as you can see, again, reins are far too long. This is ridiculous at this point. But our walk, that transition wasn't too bad. He did die a little bit, I need to keep my leg on a bit more. The free walk, again, is getting way better. Like this time last year, whenever we were competing, I don't even think we were competing this time last year, I think he was on box rest, but he's really stretching down more, which it's amazing. It's great finally having a free walk. I feel like we're finally getting somewhere with it. I think at this point I do something about the length of my reins. I think I do pull it together a little bit and think, oh, they're a wee bit long. Where am I? Did I trot at C here? I think I do. Yeah, bit of a delayed transition. I should have asked him for it a wee bit sooner. That was my fault though. He trotted as soon as I asked. I didn't ask soon enough. You can see I have shortened my reins and it's so much better. Overshot this centre line a little bit, a big bit. But yeah, that was that test. Didn't deserve a 77%, I have to say.
but you know, it was alright. It was quite a sweet test, but I'm still aiming to do better next week.
And I have the results of our class 1
So
intro.
that is all for this week's video. I do hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry the commentary couldn't be a little bit better, but the judge really did give us like nothing at all. And some of her remarks, she was very generous. I just didn't really agree with them, so I just thought I would try something different just to get a video out anyway. Next week's I'm actually hoping will be a bit better. Not more effort, but like I had a lot more time to film it, so I'm hoping that it'll be a bit more entertaining to watch. Also, I've just realised how red I look. I was at work this morning before Storm Frederick arrived and got everything cancelled, so I literally just fell asleep and just woke up and I've got like wee tired, like red face. But anyway, that is all for this week's video. I do hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next week for another video. Bye!